Okay, I swear, normally my life is the most boring thing you will ever hear of. I do like the same thing day in, day out. Nothing changes. But for some reason, weird things keep happening. If you somehow clicked into this video without reading the title and have no idea what I'm talking about, I became a cult leader. Yeah. So, this story isn't going to make any sense without some context, so I'm going to start with that. I work as a lifeguard. Now, as a lifeguard, obviously, lifeguard, I'm guarding something, I'm guarding people's lives, theoretically, really. Stuff like that doesn't happen all that often, to be real, but still, that's a lot of responsibility, so I take it seriously. Because, again, I potentially could be the barrier between someone living and not living. So I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job on stand. And these two old ladies come up to me. Two old ladies, and they come up to me and they compliment me on my gardening, which is kind of weird. You know, it's like, hey, because they came out of the blue to come in. I got ambushed by these old ladies practically. And they asked my name, and I'm like, okay, I'll give it to them. Normally, I don't give my name because, mostly it's just used to bully me. Because half the people who ask are these, like, kids who were breaking rules and just want to use my name to make fun of me. I just went around that whole line for no reason. But, so I'm like, okay, these ladies seem nice enough. I'll tell my name. Well, it turns out these two ladies actually went up to the guard office where our head guard, who's basically my boss, and went and complimented me in front of my boss, and then specifically told them, "Ugh, ugh, ugh. I hate you. I hate you so much." Okay. And specifically told them, complimented me on my scanning. Scanning is just, looking out into the water, scanning for people who might be drowning. Because when they complimented me, I didn't look up at them because, I mean, it should be standard, but among some guards, I guess it really isn't. That, you don't want to take your eyes off the water for really any reason. So, can I eat these? I can. Okay. I was about to, start to death. But no, these ladies came to the office specifically to say that I didn't even look up. I did not take my eyes off the water to receive the compliment. And on that basis, apparently my coworkers decided that on the basis of being complimented by two old ladies, that I was now God. I I wish I were joking, but no. It's weird. It is weird. I'll admit it. Has it boosted my ego? Absolutely. I'm gonna be. I can't wait for karma to just hit me so hard, and I just get vibe checked by the universe at some point. But that point hasn't come yet, and it wasn't like a one-time joke. No, no, I'm not dealing with this today. No, it's ongoing. Like we have what are called in-services. It's basically a way of, you know, it's the pool checking, hey, do you still know how to do this stuff? Because, if you train someone one time, we can be as positive as we want, but most likely they are going to forget something. They are going to forget how to, how many compressions for CPR, compressions to breaths, they might not have memorized the pacing for CPR. What? What? I was gonna scan something. And at that in-service, this is like a week after, not a week, but at least a couple days after the joke started. They're still saying it. I got called by my actual name during that maybe twice. I mean, it's all in good fun. It's not like I'm mad, like angry or anything. It's fine. I see the joke, but it is quite weird. And it's slowly spreading. First, it was just a couple of my coworkers. Now, almost everyone does it. And I'm terrified. Ooh, I need to drink of water. Because I can feel it coming. I can feel karma slowly, this pendulum of karma slowly swinging its way over. I cannot see anything. My monitor is so dark. So just, I'm gonna get my ego just boosted to the moon and just get absolutely destroyed. Just like some Pringles. I'm gonna explain that joke because that makes no sense. So, at the same time, I also run for on the cross country team, which I actually had some good success. The other week, I finally broke 19 minutes for 5K, which for well, I was gonna say for the Americans, but I'm American, which is about 3.1 miles. I broke 19 minutes, and but minute barriers in cross country are really big. So during practice, now we have a meet tomorrow, and every day before a meet, we do a light workout because we don't want to kill ourselves right before a meet, because then, well, we're just gonna run slow at the meet. So we come into practice, and we see the coaches holding these Pringles cans. Now, this isn't weird behavior, but we us on the cross country team, we're kind of gremlins. We see that, first thought is, I want that. Give me those Pringles. And, we didn't really think we were going to get a chance at it. But the weird thing was, two of our coaches had cans of Pringles. Now that is strange behavior. Why would two coaches have Pringles? There must be some other motive. Oh, there's two bases in here. I forgot that. So they just brush it off at the start with, we just brought snacks. But after our warm-up, they revealed to us the truth. They wanted to do a light run, but they still wanted to add a little something to it. So what they had us do is they gave each of us 2 Pringles, 1 for each hand. What we had to do is we had to go through our run, which was supposed to be 2 miles. It was different for reason I'll get into. So the challenge is to make it through the run without breaking or losing your Pringle. Which, I mean, basically the same thing, but that's irrelevant. The challenge is to make it through with your Pringles intact. Now here's the thing. Whoever made it with their Pringles intact, they got the entire can of Pringles. So this was important. This was life or death. Pringles, life or death. So we were, and it wasn't a team activity. It was an individual activity. So this was peak competition right here. This is more important than our meet tomorrow. We got to get this can of Pringles. If you don't get those Pringles, okay, to be fair, it is just a can of Pringles, but we treated it like it was life or death. See, I had one in the peak Pringle holding position. One of them did not break the entire time, but it took me a bit to figure that out. So I had one in a suboptimal position, and so it broke. It broke because as we were running, there were like a billion people just in front of us. So that broke. But a lot of my other teammates still had theirs intact. Now, we had wronged one of our teammates, because I'm on the varsity team, and we kind of left without a member of varsity. What on earth is it showing me the island from all the way over here? It's not supposed to. Oh, that's the clouds. I mean, the island is over there, but we left without him. We didn't wait for him. So he already had a reason to be mildly angry with us. No, he wasn't really angry with us. He's our teammate. He's not going to, like, punch us in the face. But he eventually catches up to us. He's already broken both of his Pringles. He, like, clenched his hands, or either broke them or didn't have them. Now, we were discussing before whether or not he would break them. I was like, if he would try to break our Pringles. I'm like, Everyone else is like, no, he won't. I'm like, no, he will. He will. He's the kind of person to do that. He comes up and he immediately starts breaking our teammates' Pringles. So we start running from him. We start, like, obviously we were already running. It's a workout still. But we started booking it away because he is just breaking them left and right. We were shouting at the people who were coming behind us like, hey, he's going to break your Pringles. And so I ended up being one of the only people among my teammates on varsity to still have at least one broken Pringle and one intact Pringle after his attack. So we all banded together and now our workout was supposed to be 2 miles, but the problem with the 2 mile workout is we would have to double back, which means we would run into the Pringle breaker. So we were like, okay, we'll just go around. But it was slightly impossible to go around while, still doing 2 miles. So we ended up going so far just to avoid him. We literally went the extra mile to avoid him. We added an entire mile to our workout just to avoid him. Now, to be fair to us, that isn't actually all that much. That's not all that much worse. I mean, our long runs are like 7 miles. And actually, normally these days have been actually 3 miles the past couple days. But still, going an extra mile just to avoid somebody, I consider that pretty severe. There's the island showing up beneath the water, not above it. This game's running around engine works perfectly. Even by the end, even the Pringles that I got to keep, they were awful. They were all sweaty. It was limp. It was like eating like wet Lay's because I've been holding them in my sweaty hands, so they're all wet and. Whoa! Oh wait, this is. Hey, Warparone. I hate you with all my being. I was especially afraid of that teammate coming to come get me because he already had like a little bit of anger at me because he also works at the same pool as a lifeguard that I do, and he wanted me to take a shift the other night, and I had already worked like 2 closing shifts. I was not working another one. So I was fearing for my life out there because I'm like, man, he's already coming after everyone else, but he has a personal reason to come after me. Anyways, again, my life is boring, so I don't actually have that much more to talk about. So I will see all of you in the next video, which actually will probably be an outtakes video because I have a lot. Because like I'll try to tell this, I tried to tell part of this story like a couple days ago, and then it just got added on. So it's like I'll record these videos like 2 or 3 times, and then I'll have to do it I'll try to do it once. I have to record it again because more stuff happened, and I can't just not tell that part of the story. Anyways, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. Yeah. Bye. I totally have an outro. Yes. Goodbye.